want to live a happy, productive life, but sometimes we just need a little help. Our Coach on Call experts provide strategies to help you live your best life now. Joining me today is Linda Mitchell, a certified transition coach, reinvention expert, and speaker. Linda empowers people who are stuck, overwhelmed, or ready for change to release the struggle, gain clarity, and evolve to their highest purpose as they move through life's challenges and transitions. She is here today to discuss how we can find comfort in uncertain times. Welcome, Linda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me back, Joan. It's always great to be here.
So, Linda, in recent times, we have all been trying to navigate uncharted waters, and most of us do well when life is predictable and we have routines that work well. But how do we thrive in uncertain times like we're experiencing now when everything we've come to know and count on is different or challenging?
Yeah, life is much easier when we're feeling comfortable, in control, and we have established plans to follow. But when the opposite is true, it can definitely throw us for a loop. We kind of pull back. We let fear rise up and take control of our emotions, our plans, and even our goals. So here's a strategy to help us in uncertain times. The first thing to do is to pause and allow yourself to think about things unemotionally and recognize how often you deal with lots of examples of uncertainty in normal, everyday life. Think about it. Even under normal circumstances, relationships, situations, and expectations are constantly morphing. Every day, we face unexpected detours, setbacks, hurdles, and tough decisions that we didn't expect. They're unsettling. So really, we actually do have a great deal of practice dealing with uncertainty, and we generally handle it pretty well. But when uncertainty becomes a major player in our daily lives, it feels overwhelming and sometimes scary. Uncertainty is naturally challenging, but with awareness and tenacity, the fear that accompanies it can be conquered. So our first step is to be aware of all the practice we've already had by recognizing how often we've successfully navigated uncertainty under normal circumstances. This gives us some comfort and confidence, knowing we can use that experience to get us through even bigger uncertainties and challenges going forward.
So, Linda, when we're anxious, it's normal to want to feel a sense of control in at least some areas of our life. But how do we do it when just about everything feels so out of control?
Yeah, wanting control is definitely a natural response to anxiety. When we're stressed or fearful, we cling to anything that gives us the perception of control. And notice I said perception. We may be just kidding ourselves, but the illusion of control is powerful, and it provides comfort anyway. Here's the key: learning to ease the need for control. When we realize that control is really an illusion, it opens us up to new possibilities and opportunities. Hanging on to old ideas, practices, and habits because they're familiar or comfortable feeds that control monster. But opening yourself up to the possibility that things could be done another way allows you the freedom to explore possibilities and new pathways to the end zone. You know, when I grew up, I constantly heard, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Ugh, I cringed every time I heard that horrible cliche. But the takeaway message is that just because we've fallen into a pattern that works for us now, it probably isn't going to work forever, and it definitely isn't the only way of doing something. Easing the need for control in times of uncertainty is critical. It's good practice for everyday life when things are stable and predictable, but it's an absolute necessity to get us through tough spots.
So it's important to stay grounded and focused. How do you advise we do this?
Well, we don't want to stay stuck while life passes us by as we wait out a storm. We want to be able to be flexible and move forward. I found that step one is to come to a place of acceptance. We must accept the present circumstances, whether we like them or not. Accepting what is, what you can't change, allows us to release the struggle and really reduces the level of suffering we'll experience. Try accepting without judging the situation as good or bad. It just is. And that's not always easy. So a helpful strategy is to look for one positive thing every day in difficult times. Find one thing, no matter how small or insignificant it may feel at the time. If it's positive, it counts. When we intentionally and consciously find things to be grateful for, it changes our perspective. Gratitude is a powerful way of creating more peace and calm. And you'll see more things to be grateful for begin to appear in your life. I encourage people to practice gratitude all the time, but it is crucial in times of uncertainty or transition. Number 2 is to remember your past successes. We've all been through tough times before and survived. We will manage again. Apply your past successes to your current reality. Draw on your strengths to create new solutions. Recall how you've grown through past struggles and give yourself some credit. And number 3 is to lean on loved ones. When we're struggling, it's important to find a friend, relative, or professional you can trust and be real with. You don't have to go it alone. Lean on strong relationships in weak moments. From every challenge comes something positive if we allow it. These are some proven ways to find comfort in uncertain times.
This is great advice, Linda, and it is needed now more than ever. If you would like to get more information about Linda and her work, or if you'd like to work with Linda, you can visit livinginspiredcoaching.com. Or as always, to hear more from Linda, you can visit our website, cyacyl.com/Linda.